He's got a man complete. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
Here's Fields. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go. Here we go.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60.
2nd and 5. Open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes wrong. And now, points don't go up on the board. And I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Fields trying to throw for it. It's complete, and he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Check.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Drop 50. Drop 50.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
18 Rattler.
Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Johnson with a reception. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive to take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jets 31.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And some room to run now.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know a Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now. And that's a heck of a run.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Through an opening, and there he goes. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go now.
Here's 1st and 10.
Tight, 19 tight, 19 wide. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to fight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Again, he'll drop
to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're back underway for the right to hoist that Lamar Hunt trophy. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on second down here.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down.
Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll give to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. They won now, and they beat the Colts, correct?
A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Here's Fields now on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is going to have a Jets first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
That's 35.
Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Remember, all they need is a field goal here, but the offense still on the field, 1st and goal. A handoff for Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So the next score wins here in the playoffs, and we will go as long as need be as they work here on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, the change in rules from the regular season to the playoffs at least gave both teams, Charles, an opportunity, but it turns out the team who scored first got the victory.
They certainly did.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, I be like,